hillside showdown as both of these teams hoping to make an early season statement. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Canes will kick off first, and here we go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. St. Clair. Got it behind the line. It's West. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Trying to get the corner. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Hits inside. It's Pringle. Pick up of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Right back to it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
Powers inside. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
Snags it, and he's open. Inside the 10. Run out of bounds just before he can get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
That's a bang-bang type play, RPO, in and out of the hands of the QB quickly. Just get it into the hands of your playmaker as fast as possible and let him do the rest. When you've got this guy's athleticism, man, that is such...
And he's in! Touchdown, Hurricane!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Handoff to the single running back. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. As they unpack the pile, it's part of Ohio State's DNA to have a lethal running game.
And this is a trend, Reese. We can go back as long as you want to go back, and we can go back a couple years to J.K. Dobbins, and we can go all the way back to Eddie George. They always find great running backs at Ohio State.
Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Long way to go on second down. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Left side is Roberts. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
There's an example of going to your tight end on third down. You don't quite have to throw to the sticks with him because he can make somebody miss and then go do the rest of the work himself. Really nice individual effort that time by the big fella.
Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll try the left side. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Under pressure. Finds his big tight end. First catch of his career, and you see why they believe this freshman tight end can contribute early.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Throwing St. Clair. Fires to the right. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Jackson. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
And the Buckeyes have pushed it inside the 20. St. Clair. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Run the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the 1st.
Tavian St. Clair. Look out. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All of that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Looking for the time with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cobb. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Cobb. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. The run inside, it's Pringle. They open the lane and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a run.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. Drops back on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jacobs. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that really is a great play by the wide receiver for three reasons. One, he knows where the first down marker is, so he gets his steps. Two, he's able to stay in bounds before securing the catch. And three, makes the grab. Just an awesome job.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. They're all over it. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Ohio State calls it 2nd timeout. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Throwing St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Rashad Downs going to the air. Caught, it's Roberts. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. St. Clair. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Sends it downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete to the right. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw on first. Comes down, it's Jacobs. They stop him just a length or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Left side is Cobb. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This will likely be the last play of the half. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and to bend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's start with the USC Trojans, taking on the number 16, the Indiana Hoosiers. And it's USC with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor.
Out of bounds at the 38, and a really nice return there sets up the offense.
And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wingo. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
Oh, man, that DB, if he knew where he was out on the field just a little bit better and knew how to get that foot down inbounds, that would have been a pick. Obviously, a clean catch, but he's got to get 1 foot inbounds to secure the interception.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Out wide left, it's Johnson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Offense set on 1st down. On the ground, it's Jackson. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Tavian St. Clair rushes on. Got the first down himself. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick handoff. Maybe some room here. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
And the Buckeyes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Defense all over it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Throwing St. Clair. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. He wants it all. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
But it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Pringle. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Nowhere to go.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Right side, it's Lofton. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. He's got the first down. Turning it on. Past the 20. Touchdown, Canes. They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. And he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's Glover. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Wide open spaces. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
That's really good eye discipline by the safety. Great job not getting his eyes lost. It looks like pass immediately. He locks in on the running back. He sees the screen develop, fires upfield, pulls the trigger, and makes the tackle.
Run the gun on third down, St. Clair. Lets it fly. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
This is a point where you've just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you've got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Off the RPO, go right, looking for the chains. Off to the races. He is in. Touchdown, Buckeye.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Drops back on first down. Throws for the tight end. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end, that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Right side, it's Vaughn. Runs through, man. He might have space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Out wide right, it's Lofton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. And the Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. No wasted time as the defense uses the timeout here. 1:54 left to play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Maybe a touchdown, Miami. They've got the lead here in the 4th. What a game he's had. 3rd touchdown of this one NBA team. When it gets this late, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got it out. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Ohio State! And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Not much coaches love more than finding points on special teams, and that 94-yard touchdown return gave it to them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll run him again. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Well, whether it's play calling or whether it's the quarterback's decision-making, they're playing it way too safe. They can't dink and dunk and win this game. At this point, you've got to take shots.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Oh, pressure's coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And that's exactly what this defense is going to have to do late in this football game. They understand the situation. They're in the full 2-minute drill. They're playing pass, but understanding the quarterback can still run. Nice job playing pass, playing coverage first, protecting yourself, and then rallying to the football and getting the quarterback on the ground.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
4th down, gotta have it here. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Fresh center downs going to the air. Rush right in his face. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot. That's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
2nd down to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And this field goal might not put the game in the freezer, but it would ice it down pretty good. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This almost certainly to win the game. He's got it! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds.
Big-time moment. This place going bananas, cheering for their squad, cheering for this guy to miss the kick. So he can't take the lead, but he delivers in the clutch, and this place just got really quiet.
Coming out with it, it's Glover. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win it at the gun. St. Clair. He's taking the deep shot. And he's got it! No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very